I know it's you. Come back. I reach out for it. Man, he finna slap the dog shit out of you. He's like, get off me, bitch. I'm telling you, my theory is right. This is another man, bro. This is not Nell. Oh, that ain't my oh, that ain't my nigga. Oh, F4. I'm tripping. All right. What's good, y'all? You know what I'm saying? It's Butterfly Mac and we back. Yeah. So, uh, last thing we left off on is we got an invitation from Nell. He wanted us to beg for the invitation. Bitch, you got me fucked up. But he gave it anyways. Cause he know better. So he said that I'm most likely we're finna go on this episode, we're finna go to the masquerade ball. And that dress finna be booming. We gotta design that shit now, but yeah, that's what was left over. And if you know what I'm saying, if you missed out on that episode, you already know what you gotta do. Go ahead, go on YouTube and go back and watch that. You missed. All right, let's design this dress. Let's see. Oh yeah, cause I gotta spend money on. So I think okay, let's attempt so we can see what we need to get. All right, black. Oh, my dumbass. There we go. Then come on, there we go. Oh, that's not the same yellow. There we go. That's not good. Thank you. Give my 10K. Alright, let's put this dress on because I know they got it for me. They better have it for me. All right. Alright, let's take everything off then. Let's see. And the necklace match perfect already. So what I'm thinking here, let's lock in. We like it. Nah, we gotta go bracelet. I might buy some shit. I ain't gonna fool you. Like, we haven't spoiled her enough. That's pretty. Now we gotta take some pins out of her head because I'm not fucking with it. We gotta get this. We just cooked. What the heels looking at? What the shoes looking like? Oh yeah, we gotta change up for sure. What the hell I get? Oh, that came with that one outfit. Shit, I'm about to put these on. Alright, fuck it. I like that. Let's go shopping first since we got some money on the spin. Cause I might wanna, let's see. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. Alright. Let's get it right. There we go. That'll be pretty. Let's see if it go good. Cause I'm thinking about doing that too. Okay. So then we go to accessories, right? Let's see. It is a masquerade ball. I'm tripping. Yeah, we gotta buy this shit for sure. Shit. Now if we're going with the bun, if it look good, I would ready green. So okay, I'll fuck with it. Heels. Yeah, we haven't got this girl some heels. There we go. Even though I can't see the shoes, but we need to get the girl some heels. Damn, those Converses, gotta get them. Now I'm just spinning shit for no reason. Yeah, look at it. Before I spin this whole day. All right, so I'm gonna get it right. Let's see if this shit go good with it. So I'm gonna go here. All right. Hit it with the. Woo! We finished that nail up. All right, let me see. Then let's go for yes. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'll fuck it. I'll put it up. So then earrings. Oh, the curls are covering up. Fuck, really like this. She look good. She look real good. All right, let's continue. Chapter. You need to wear it. And yeah, I'm wearing it. Chapter 12. Accents stitched on the black fabric was done with love and care. The dress looks and feels expensive, and I'm quite proud. I've done myself. Even the mask is looking fabulous with its black feathers and studs, with diamond studs. Nell will eat his words when he sees me. I just want to see that look on his face. He finna be blushing. We've been texting back and forth sometimes while I make the costume. He would brag about his costume being the best, and I would brag about my own progress, keeping him posted with a few texts here and there. Most of them were thinly veiled excuses to take a jab at each other. I didn't realize texting Nell like this wasn't going to be a pain I imagined it to be. Honestly, it was sort of fun sometimes. We had, ooh, he hasn't been a pain in my butt recently. That's not to say he hasn't used his impressive vocabulary to chew me out, because he certainly has. Except this time, I fire off my own words right back at him. Nell mentioned something about having a bet with someone, but wouldn't indulge in more information about it when I pressed. Perhaps he made a bet to see if I would be wearing a trash bag to the ball or something stupid like that. No, Nell would be wowed so badly I'll knock him off his feet. If I'm not knocking him on purpose, that is. Either way, I'm all dressed up, makeup on, and ready to go. Oh, let's see. A taxi takes me to the large hotel hosting the event. There's even a red carpet rolled out in the front, and they went all out. I suddenly feel like royalty when I exit the car, and my heartbeat speeds up a little bit. This is definitely getting exciting. At the door, I show my invitation to the lackey, and he welcomes me inside, pushing the large white doors open for me. I follow the red carpet up the stairs, lifting up my dress so that my heels don't tear the fabric. For a small while, I feel a little bit like Cinderella, and I enter the ballroom with a slight smile on my lips. The sound of classical music hits my ear. Immediately, my mouth just about drops open at the sight before me. The room is so gorgeous, but it's not only that, the people are as well. The room is filled with people buzzing around. Lots of gold, purple, and blue sequence outfits are amongst the crowd. And of course, the most important thing, the extravagant mask. People with the most exquisite masks walk by me, and I suddenly, I'm suddenly really glad for the fact that I placed so much time and effort into making my own, because some of these make mine pale in comparison. If there are any celebrities amongst them, I wouldn't know, concerning everyone is hiding their identity. Not wanting to stand there and gawk at people, I quickly make my way over to one of the buffet tables. It's a long table with white tablecloth loaded with dishes of expensive looking food. I'm surprised they didn't skimp out on the food, because I seen what kind of buffet ah, I've seen what kind of buffet food a hotel serves, but I guess Nell deserves nothing but the best after all. A waiter quickly notices I'm not carrying a drink in my hand and hands me a glass of sparkling champagne. I thank him and start to take a little sip. Maybe the alcohol will give me a bit of courage, because I'm starting to feel a little out of the element here. I should be mingling, introducing myself to people, and getting my name out there, but now that I'm here all alone, it feels rather daunting. Perhaps I'll stick to finding Nell first. My eyes peer through my mask to see if I can spot him anywhere. He shouldn't be that hard to spot. He's got purple hair after all. I sway from side to side to the music, my dress making swooping motions as it tries to follow my body. All of a sudden, from behind me tries to walk in front of me and ends up bumping into me. My champagne almost flies out of my hand. Ah, damn! Bro, this better not be Nell, bro. Damn! Shit. Okay, locking. All right, my champagne almost flies out my hand onto the man's suit. I gasp out loud when I catch it in time. Ooh, thank goodness! Before it spills out, and then I look at the man who knocked into me. Okay, black suit up. Fuck with it. It's Nell. There's no hiding that purple hair after all, even though his eyes are covered by the dark shadow of the mask. He's wearing a black and white outfit that reminds me of the Joker. It looks well made. His bragging wasn't no reason after all. Wasn't for no reason after all. To be honest, it looks rather good on him. I grind at him. Of course, he had to be the first person I run into. You should have knocked into me a bit harder. At least then I'd get the pleasure of ruining another shirt of yours. I stand there tall and proud, showing off my costume in all its full glory. I wait for his reaction. Something I've been dying to see once I started working on my costume. Neil straightens himself and cocks his head to the side. Excuse me, he says. Not the reaction I was hoping for. Oh, come on. I know you knocked into me on purpose. You should admit that at least. No, I did not. You're a strange one. Does he not remember? I'm not the one knocking into people on purpose, right? So, okay, two theories, right? Because he acted a little like, nigga, don't act like I just did text you the other day about how my dress looked, and now you acting like you don't know who I am. So, two theories, right? One, I don't know. I ain't got nothing, bro. He just a bitch. That's all this is. I chew on my lip and frown. Is that all he's going to do? He's not going to tease me, not even a single word. I'm a bit peeved that he hasn't started anything yet, aside from rudely bumping into me, so I guess I should be the one to start the battle of words. So, did your tailor make that costume for you? With the way you bragged about him before, I had expected you to come wearing nothing but a diamond encrusted cape. Then he had to respond to that. Neil looks up from the buffet and then he clutches the edges of his blazer and puffs out his chest.
Hmm.
My costume was made by the best. Thank you very much. I think he can't. This nigga can't fucking see shit in that mask, bro. That's why, bro. He then turns on his heel and walks away from the buffet. My mouth drops open. Did Nell just ditch me? Oh no, he did. All right, be back in. He disappears amongst the crowds, so I hurry after him, worming myself around, worming myself through the sea of people who are all trying to dance. Come on, bro.
What's the word string? Um, later, if I decide to stream, you trying to play chain together?
Yeah, we go ahead. Now I gotta redo it. Ah, fuck it. I try to look over the costumes and tall hats, but the feathers and bows are blocking my sight, and I've soon lost Nell. Why did he leave? Maybe he just didn't realize it was me. That could be it. I look so different from normal that Nell has no idea it was me. You know what? She need to call that nigga and be like, "Hey, bro, where you at?" Because you know it's me. I growl in frustration and try to worm myself past another lady who suddenly notices I'm trying to get past her and she faces me.
Hmm.
Oh, yes, old girl. All right, recap. So when we was doing Gray's route, she was the one that was hosting the the fuck fashion show, the fashion walk. Okay. Oh, good. Someone's drunk at this time already. How much did she hit
Uh,
drink? Where are you going? If her breath is any indicator, she drank a lot. Are you alone? No,
hmm.
I'll accompany you. You seem so Austin said. I can't seem to really get a word in as the woman starts to ramble. Sad and alone like my cousin. You should meet him. Oh, you talking about now? Go ahead. Actually, I'm trying to. Well, then let's go meet him. She swings an arm around my neck and pulls me close to her until I'm squished against her itchy costume. Against my will, I'm being dragged around by this random drunk lady. when all I when all I really want to do is find Nell again. We pass a couple of groups who are dancing until I suddenly thrown into the arms of me. Is this a second male lead? All right, let's see, bro. The glass champagne in my hand spills all over the floor. Some of it splatters on the fuck. I take I take a step back and cringe. What if this is some celebrity I just spilled my drink on? Oh no, I'm so sorry about that. I got pushed. Look, I brought you a single lady. The woman with a large
Hmm.
smile. Now stop moping around and have some fun. She looks like she's a perfect candidate to be your fiance. No, she blows him a kiss and wags. Hey, hey, he looked nice. You know? I've seen you with my cousin. He says as he stares off into the distance where the woman disappeared to. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Here, let me clean this off for you. I place an empty glass down on a nearby table, then take my handkerchief from my purse and bend down to clean the shoe. I feel mortified for spilling champagne on a stranger or someone famous. A white mask greets my vision. A man is down on my level with his hand on top of my hand. He's way too close for comfort. What are you doing? He asks, cleaning. I say simply, a bit flabbergasted. He's this close to me, even holding my hand. It's making my heart beat a little fast. He gently takes the handkerchief from my hands, wipes away the champagne from his shoe, and then he slips his hand into mine again and lifts me up. A gentleman. What a gentleman. Suddenly I feel like I'm being treated as a princess. And that whole Cinderella feeling is back. I gulp and stare down at his gloved hand, which is still holding on to mine. This is a weird atmosphere. When he sees my eyes looking at her hands, he drops it. Well, it's been nice meeting you, but I need to go find my friend. I cut him off. Fuck. Bro, hey, you better connect, nigga. I need to get back in there. I don't really want to embarrass myself any further in front of celebrities. It makes me feel comfortable, completely out of place. However, didn't I decide to attend this ball so I could show off my dress, see, to other people in case I could get some clients out of it? Why would I be rushing to find Nell all of a sudden? Then again, I do still want to find him. I'll make sure he knows it's
Oh.
me this time. A friend, he inquires. I simply nod my head and turn around to leave, but suddenly a hand grabs my arm, pulling me
Um,
back. But wait, don't you need to replace your glass of champagne? You trying to find a reason to hang out with me? I frowned to I frowned. To me, it didn't really matter. Sure, I guess, and then I can go back to finding Nell. Ooh. Oh, hey, hey, that nigga got big money. He said, "Run that drink." Man snaps his fingers to alert one of the waiters, who quickly comes to offer a tray of glasses filled with champagne. The man picks one of these glasses and holds it out for
Hmm.
me. For you, he says with a slight smile. I feel like, man, fuck Nell. I stay with him. The man voice is familiar. Did he change his hair black? You know what? I knew there was a theory. So here's my theory because he just didn't. You know what? That's Nell. You know why that's Nell? Because that nigga get a little nervous. He get a little nervous when he around people. Even when it was me, he was like nervous as hell. So what I'm thinking, he didn't want to get all the attention tonight. So he went with a disguise and told somebody else that he know, hey, go ahead and put on a purple wig that look like mine. You play as me. I'm gonna play as maybe they play as you. You know what I'm saying? That might be it. That's my theory. I ain't gonna hold you. The man voice is familiar, but I'm not quite sure where to place him. Perhaps I've seen him on TV. Yes, maybe. Oh, gosh, I might be really talking to a celebrity. Well, if he's at this party, he has to be rich as well. Perhaps I can turn him into a client instead. Thank you. I gently grab it and quickly take a small sip. I really do apologize for spilling some on you. He smiles warmly at me. That's all right. I'm going to be needing more alcohol if he wait if he'll continue to treat me as a princess like this. It's starting to feel a little weird. The fact that everyone's wearing costumes and looking like a glitter bomb went off into place doesn't really help make matters feel less weird. Sarah would be so jealous of me right now. I study the man in front of me. The man's costume is composed of gold vests covered with a diamond pattern and underneath a silk black blouse with matching black pants. There's a silver cape attached to his neck. It looks expensive and skillfully made. I admire whoever created it. You have a lovely costume. I complimented him, still looking for a way to turn him into a client of mine. He coughs, coyly turning his head away from me.
Ah.
Thank you, thank you, ma'am. Yours looks exquisite as well. Great. At least there's someone who likes my work. I give him a big smile. I feel like I can take on Nell now and anything he dishes out at me.
Um.
So who is this friend of yours that you're looking for? He asked. I tap my finger against the glass. Nell and I aren't really friends, but how else do I describe him? Frenemies? Oh, well, I guess maybe we're not really friends, but I'm looking for him regardless. The man chuckles a little. Then, do you want to find this not friend together? What does he look like? The two people looking for someone is way better than one. And at least he's being nice and everything, even though I was pushed into his arms and spilled champagne on him. If I did that with Nell, I would have an earful. What's he look like? Well, he's got purple hair. He's got a black and white
Hmm.
costume. Have you seen him around before? He asked. Yes, but I lost sight of him. He's probably looking for a mirror so he can admire himself. The man snorts and then he flashes a smile at me. I know just the place. He then offers a he then offers his arm to me like a true gentleman, by blah, like a true gentleman, swept away in this ballroom of it, extravagant costumes and chivalry. I link my arm with his. I guess there's no harm in getting a bit of fun out of this event. He leads me away from the crowd, further down another room where the music is less loud. There aren't many people around, and Nell isn't amongst them. I drink more of my champagne and then place it down near another table. That's when I noticed the reason why he led me to this place. There are a few giant, intricate mirrors on the wall. The frames are old and painted gold, but the most amazing thing is seeing myself in the mirror. I don't I don't look like me. It's no wonder Nell didn't recognize me. I hardly recognize me. I feel like I'm looking through a window and staring at someone else. Someone who's living a much more interesting life than I am, wearing a dress I would never wear. But for now, I am that person. The cloak of is like a high that I'm starting to like. It's beautiful. I find myself saying, I step closer to the big mirror, the biggest mirror, my arm slipping away from my man.
Huh.
Oh, from the man. Ooh, my bad. It's from the early 19th century, originating from France, the man explains. It is said that people believe this mirror will show your true self. He chuckles a little. Sometimes the truth is not what people wanted to see. To be honest, I feel like I'm not even looking at myself right now. Like it's someone else up there, I admit. I feel a bit sheepish though. Or is that too silly? The man is quiet for a bit, nothing like a slight smile appearing on his
Mm-mm.
lips. That's not silly. That's not a silly thought at all.
Oh.
He reassures me. I can imagine this is not your everyday wardrobe, but that's all allure of it, isn't it? He looks at me. To be someone you're not for a day, to talk to people you've never talked to before. I'm still staring at the mirror and I see him standing next to me. We look like a fairy tale couple, a prince and a princess. Maybe this is how Cinderella felt, I say. For one day, she got to experience what it's like to be someone else.
Hmm.
So, Cinderella, what does it feel like? He asks with a devilish smile. I turn to face him, this time agreeing, I don't know, the night's only beginning. Our moment is ruined when a woman from before comes loudly crashing into the room.
Hmm.
He's mad as hell. There you are, she yells as she spots the black hair man. I can see him visibly cringing when this woman approaches
Hmm.
him. How are you getting along with my cousin? Nicely, I assume. Then he pinches the
Uh,
man's cheek. Been treating her well. Don't scare her off. She's got the best dress here amongst this drivel of swines. Meaning she's your best chance at getting a fiance. I blushed a little at the compliment and feel a tiny bit weird due to the fiance comment. He's been treating me well. I answer for him. Good job. Now be sure to give her a ride home. I'm going to see if they have any more of their most expensive champagne. Bye bye now, darling. The woman trails her bow around me, letting it slip around my neck before she skedaddles away. But not before tripping on her own boa, then carrying on like nothing happened. I can't help myself. I laugh out loud. The black-haired man behind me keeps quiet. Your cousin is quite charming. He shrugs a little bit. I don't mind her. She makes it a point to get drunk as fast as possible, so take anything she says with a grain of salt. But you'll give me a ride home, no? After all, she insisted on it. I toy with him. He smirks at me. Doesn't Cinderella have her own carriage? Stop shit. No, no, she doesn't. Remember, it turns into
Uh,
a pumpkin. Then maybe you should hurry home before midnight. Don't want to what the spell wearing off. Man, man, fuck, man, I'm flirting with him. My smile on my lips. Hey, I'll take smile. Nell has his, you know what I'm saying, hurt. But right now, it's the one. I smile with my lips. Hold on. Let me lock it in because I'm smiling too much. The smile on my lips linger a little bit. I feel myself swelling up in excitement. I don't know who this man is, yet I have no problems flirting with him. I'm even feeling brave enough. I must be the champagne to lean into him close enough close enough for my dress to brush against him. I poke my finger at his chest with a small giggle. I guess I'll have to come find you after midnight then. Go ahead. My man simply smirks back at me, unafraid of my bold approach. Wasn't it the prince who was supposed to be find Cinderella? Well, I don't mind if you chase me a little bit. I give him a wink, and then I reach for my champagne and turn around to leave him standing there speechless. I'm on some kind of sugar rush because I've never been this flirty before. It's because of the mask. It makes me feel like I can do anything to anyone. However, as much as I like flirting with strange men, it's time to look for Nell again or more clients. Either way, either one will work. I explored the premise of the hotel and discovered quite a few more interesting rooms, as well as the large courtyard they have decorated with LED lights. The moon is out and it's a little bit chilly, but I'm determined to find that weasel of a man again, give him a piece of my mind, maybe even tease him about having other men flirting with me. Yes, that would be fun. I don't have much luck finding Nell, but at least I've been mingling a tiny bit with others at the party. Mostly I've been getting compliments on my costume and return the favor, but Nell is nowhere in sight. After I've had 2 glasses of champagne, enough to loosen me up, I finally spot that purple hair again. Hey, I call out to him and walk up. Neil stops in his tracks to look at me. Oh, he's with a another group of men. Finally, I caught up with him. Do you think it's fun to making me run around looking for you? Me? He asked, looking slightly confused. Yes, you. Who else? I think you're mistaking me for somebody else. I roll my eyes. I couldn't possibly mistake your pompous attitude. It's unmistakable. Who is this? I asked. Oh, who is this? Asked one of the other men. I don't know, some crazy lady. Oh, you friend for real. Got it. Hey, I'm not pressing no more. Cause then he gonna be like, who invited you? And be like, you should get out. And like be like, oh bitch, you ain't finna do that. See, you hear the switch? She like, what? Bitch. What? I immediately yell out, I'm not crazy, it's me. Come on, let's go, says to the other man. No, wait, Nell. I know it's you. Come back. I reach out for it. Man, he finna slap the dog shit out Johnny. He's like, get off me, bitch. I'm telling you, my theory is right. This is another man, bro. This is not Nell. Oh, that ain't my oh, that ain't my nigga. Hell no, that nigga. I don't like him. I don't like. It's his face and the nose. It don't match right. They'll rock that shit way better. I awkwardly sink away from the crowd and find a quiet spot behind a corner to gather my wits again. My cheeks are burning from the embarrassment. The chill of the night stings even more. I mistook some stranger for Nell. I even made some really nasty remarks. Oh no, I really do look crazy like this. I let that sink in for a while. The way I treat Nell. Others are calling me crazy for it. Maybe it is crazy. Maybe those people are right. Our thing, our pettiness, our argumentative atmosphere. Why why are we even doing this? But it's not like I wanted to do it. I wanted it to be this way, to always argue with Nell, to find something to insult him on. No, in the beginning, I thought we could even be friends, considering we had met each other when we were kids before, and now look at us. We're essentially behaving like kids again. It doesn't matter that Nell basically started it. I should have been a better person and not stoop down to his level. I'm ashamed of my own actions towards Nell. I shouldn't behave so petty and bitter. I sit down to a lone wooden bench and sigh. What am I even doing at this party? I know I'm convinced myself it's because I wanted to make some connections for my business, but I can't really fool myself any longer. To be truthful, I just wanted to rub it in his face that I had made a beautiful masquerade dress, and hopefully he would have complimented me for it. Yet, yet now I haven't even met the real
Hmm.
Deb. Is everything all right? I nearly jump out of my own skin when I hear a sudden voice from behind. I crane my neck to see who it is. It's that black haired man from before. Sorry for startling you, he says. Can I sit next to you? I scoot over a bit and pull my dress along to make room for Nell. He slowly sits down next
Uh,
to me. I didn't see you around anymore. I thought you had already left in your carriage, he says. I flash him with a tiny smile. No, no carriage for me. I'm feeling a little bit like a pumpkin, actually. I guess it's true what people say. If you can open a lot more towards a stranger than someone you know, because I have no trouble letting this man know what I'm
oh.
feeling. And why's that? He asks in a soft voice. I look into the distance of the yard where all the other people are dancing near the band playing music. I made a fool of myself, I admit. Did you also get drunk and started pinching people's cheeks? I chuckled. Not exactly. I mistook some stranger for someone I know and dislike, and I treated him
Ah.
horribly. A case of mistaken identity, common during parties such as these. There's a silence between us. I can hear the sound of leaves ruffling in the wind, and I shiver just the tiniest bit. Like it's completely natural. The man leans closer to me, and I can feel his warm arm through the sleeve of the blouse. It's making my heart beat a little
Um.
faster. Maybe you shouldn't treat people like that in the first place, he says. Not that I know what happened between you. Of course, he quickly adds afterwards. That man hits me right in the feels. He's completely right, of course. I shouldn't be treating Nell like that, not at all. I want to I want to say it's because he started it first, but that's just an excuse. I shouldn't have gone along with any of it, and I know it. No, you're right, I say with a sigh. How's your cousin doing? I decided to change the subject. Drunker. Lovely. I shiver once more. This man's body heat isn't enough to keep me warm. It's October after all. Before I can even say anything, the man drapes his cape around my shoulders. My fingers reach out for the ends of it to keep it from slipping off, and my eyes look over at the stranger. A buoyant feeling. Oh, a buoyant. But fuck it. Feeling wells in my heart. That was such a kind gesture. Thank you, I whisper. I don't know what makes me feel warmer, the cape or the stranger's actions. I fasten the cape so that it stays around my shoulders. He simply nods his head at me and continues to look straight ahead to where all the people are
Uh.
dancing. My cousin, she hasn't she hasn't yet done anything rash though. I usually expect her to be much more of a troublemaker. He continues our conversation like nothing happened. Seems like you're speaking a lot from experience. I wish I wasn't. Growing up with her was hard enough, but then factor in that she's usually drunk. Sounds rough, I say. I don't really have much contact with my family aside from my mother. I think I would have liked an older sibling or a cousin looking out for me. Looking out for me, meddling in my life, I don't really see a difference there. He says with a sigh. Oh, she just wants you to find your Cinderella. I tease him. He huffs at that.
Hmm.
But I haven't. Haven't I already found her? He said, oh, what you saying? He says while looking at me. He brushes his finger against the rim of my mask, and I feel myself holding in my breath. He's quite daring, isn't he? But I can't say I dislike it. That deepens. We haven't even danced yet, I managed to say. The man promptly stands up from the bench and he bows slightly. Will you dance with me? He asks sweetly. On water. This man sure knows how to sweep me off my feet. So there isn't any hesitation when I accept his hand. He gently leads me out to a more open spot, and we're still the only ones there. I can see the crowd in the background dancing as well to the slow music. He places an arm around my waist and slips his hand into mine. I place my other hand into his shoulder with a seductive smile. We begin to sway, with him taking the lead. Our bodies are close, and I can feel my skin heating up in excitement, but suddenly I don't need the cape anymore after all. With the sparkling LED lights and the moon out, this just feels like a fairy tale. I don't regret coming at all, even if I haven't met up with Nell yet. I found my knight in shining armor instead, I
Hmm.
guess. How do you like the party so far? He asks. His voice is just but a murmur in my ear. It's dazzling, that's for sure. He leans in closer, the grip The grip of my hand tightening. You're the most dazzling out of them all. I flush red at the compliment. Hey, they said a kiss. I swear to goodness. Hey, I'm waiting. I flushed red at the compliment. He really doesn't back down on his flirting, but it's making me feel all warm and fuzzy, safe and secure in his arms. We continue to sway back and forth, just for the two of us in complete silence. So how about now? Will you be my Cinderella? The man asks in a low, husky voice. His face is leaning closer to mine. Our masks are almost touching. Oh, yo, we kissing that. I have to find out something first. What's that? It's probably a mixture of alcohol and courage that makes me take a leap. I want to see how he look with black hair. Ooh, that shit finna eat. Hold on. I stand on my toes. My hand crawls from his shoulders towards the nape of his neck where my fingers touch his soft black hair, and I lift my chin up. My entire body is buzzing with feelings, like some kind of drug. I force him to look down on me. Our masks bump into each other, and finally I plant my lips on him. His brief and innocent, mostly because he pulls back while drawing his breath. The grip around my waist loosens and he drops my hand. He stares at me in disbelief. I immediately feel my stomach turn and my face reddens at lightning speed. Oh my God, what have I done? It feels like the longest second in the world as he stares at me in shock. But then suddenly I'm pulled back into him, and there's a hand on my cheek, guiding me closer to him, and he kisses me. Whatever I just felt moments ago melts away in an instant, and instead I feel myself overwhelmed with passion. I cling my hand onto his vest and press him closer and closer to his lips. They're warm like fire, and I close my eyes and sigh against him. His lips caress me so gently and almost hesitantly, trembling ever so slightly. And if he's afraid of something, as if he's afraid of something. But the longer we stay like this, the more confident he grows, especially when I'm responding and shivering to his touch. I'm in disbelief. Hey, where my image at though? Don't play with me. I'm in disbelief with what's happening. We both break away from each other. No kissing. I'm gonna fuck them up. Why am gonna kissing on this shit, man? I stare at his lips, which are red and moist. I want, hold on. I want nothing more than to throw myself back at those. My breath harsher than normal, and we stay like this for a little while, him holding me in his arms. My hands slip away from his neck, and I press it against his chest instead. I look down and suck in a breath. My entire body is tingling. I'm even trembling a little, and it's most definitely not because it's chilly outside. Then he slowly lifts my mask. Ooh, he slowly lifts my mask up a little, moving it out of the way so he can reach my lips again more easily this time. I hold back a moan that's desperately fighting to escape, and my daring use my tongue to open his lips. Yo, when we touch, there's a zing going through my body like a shockwave. Forget about holding back moans. I have a hard time keeping myself standing straight. We kiss over and over again, our tongues hungrily intertwining. It's like the time, hey, hold on. It's like the time stood still at the moment. Our magical moment is broken when someone suddenly discovers us. It's the drunk cousin. Oh, she's like, oh, I did a good job. No, there you. No, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Wow. Hold on there. I told you to take her home, not rabbit. I'm trolling. We both jump away from each other, flustered that someone caught us making out. But that's also when my brain started to stop acting like mush and I had my common sense return to me. Nell, I repeat, suddenly I'm feeling my heart drop into my stomach. I knew his voice was eerily familiar, despite being deeper, but it couldn't be, right? It can't be. I quickly take off the mask off his face. Let's see what it's like here. He looked way better with black hair. Where my clip at? Hold on. Screenshot. Yes, he looked fine. Hey, he look good, huh? Good. Oh, all right, let me lock in. I'm glad we got that screenshot. That nigga, Finito, nigga. I feel my body turning to stone. There he is now with his golden eyes. Like, brother, gold in his eyes, the suit, like, that nigga did his thing. Whoever his stylist is, fantastic job. With his golden eyes that were hidden away behind a mask, sporting a new black haircut, he's avoiding looking me in my looking me in my eyes. But it's definitely Nell, all right. You. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Suddenly, a million questions race through my head, and I'm filled with a feeling of disgust and betrayal. Why aren't you I'm not doing all that? Why are we slapping this nigga? He probably didn't know it was us. If he answered the question, what? I feel myself starting to shake. Did Nell know? Was he fooling me this entire time? But those were his genuine feelings, though. But don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't fuck it up. Did you know it was me? Oh my god. I say it like that. My bad. Oh my god. Was I really making out with Nell? Oh, he did know. Damn. I gotta get another screenshot. Are you? know? Wow. You know what? Maybe he wanted to be a different person. He wanted. He said, "I gotta cop her." You know what I mean? I didn't want to shoot at you, but I got a little nerves. My stomach twists and knots, and I feel angry, anger rising within. Nell knew he knew it was me, and he pretended to be a stranger. I'm completely embarrassed. I feel like a fool. Why did you pretend not to know me? Another screenshot. Oh, he looks way better with this haircut and this black hair. Like I'm not mad at the purple hair, but I like him with the black hair. Nell brings his hand to his face, covering his mouth and looking away from me. I wasn't. I feel like I'm intruding on something. It says to cousin, "No, you're not intruding on anything. I'm about to leave right now." Nell makes a move to try and prevent me from leaving, but I gather my dress in my hand and hurriedly dash away, refusing to look at Nell any longer. Ah, I flee the ball, running high on emotions. That's how y'all gonna end it. Oh no! Listen, by the end of this shit, they better you better work all this shit out. He better tell you why he did it. And you be like, "Oh, that's okay. I love you," and get together. I'm not gonna hold you. I need to see a good ending. I'm gonna fuck somebody else. I'm not gonna hold you. All right. Well, since the ball, we gonna go back to our regular clothes. I like this hairstyle though. I ain't hold you. So let's go with a. Let's go with a. I forgot I got this. We gotta start wearing this. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, look at this one. I like it. All right. Shit. Let's take this jacket off then. I like that shirt. Hey, got me up. I know what I'm gonna do next. All right. Chapter 13. The day of the masquerade ball was also the last day I saw Nell. I'm mad and I haven't really gotten my feelings under control ever since. I'm not quite sure what to make of this situation either. All I know is that I've been avoiding Nell ever since. Like, bro, this nigga got money. He like you. He treating you good. He a gentleman, and you mad cause he act like he didn't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get with him another day. All right, we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? My emotions were true. Were yours? That's the first question. The next question, you be like, why did you do what you did? And he gonna explain that he a shy ass nigga. And he gonna say wanted to approach you differently today. You know what I'm saying? Cause you looking good. That's why. I'm telling you, that's why. Watch this. I haven't even told Sarah what's going on. I can't make sense of it. I just cannot believe the nerve of him pretending to be some stranger who didn't know me, taking me for a fool, flirting with me, making me believe I had something really going on. I'm just so angry at him. But he really liked you. He wasn't bullshit. Okay. The door at my boutique opens and disturbs my thoughts. Ah, customer. At least that will distract me. A woman enters the boutique. It's the cousin. Bet you it's the cousin. With the way she's confidently making her way over towards me makes me think I know her from somewhere. Yep. Darling, darling, she screams, she cries out. I cringe. Yes, I know her. That's the woman from the ball. Apparently, Neil's cousin. I don't really want to deal with her right now. Can I help you?
Hmm.
Anyway, it's me. You know the kind of tipsy girl, kind of tipsy girl at the masquerade ball. It's okay if you don't remember me, but I recognize your exquisite taste from anywhere. Nice to meet you. I'm Angela Parker. I simply nod my head and briefly take note that her last name is different from Nell's. Amy Asanyushi, what can I do for you? Well, you see, I had to get my hands on whoever designed your costume, and after grilling my cousin about it, he mentioned you were the one who did. You were the designer. Ha, fancy that. She laughs a little. Anyways, I'm in need of your services. I want you to design me a dress for our upcoming Christmas party. Dresses at last, something I'm good at. What kind of dress? A devious smile plays on her lips, a smoking hot dress. That'll make anyone's panties come flying off, including my own, perhaps. You know, something raunchy. I stare at her a little bit and I cock an eyebrow at her. Perhaps you would like to go naked instead. Angela laughs out loud in a shrill voice. You're so funny. I'll give you that. She leans down on the counter, playing with her hair. But no, I want a dress that comes off. I want the dress to come off later. I'm going to a formal event with a guy I'm trying to impress, so I need to amp up for the foreplay. The way she talks makes me feel a little embarrassed. She doesn't have much of a filter on herself. Something red or perhaps something black. Maybe something transparent, I joke. Hey, that could work. She nods her head. Lately, those celebrities are prancing around in nothing but sheer pieces of cloth that are an excuse for a dress, anyways. Oh, but you said this event is
Hmm.
formal. Angela shrugs. They're used to be. They're used to it. I can only imagine how used they are to her forwardness. But hey, the customer is king. I think I can make something that suits your
Hmm.
taste. That's fantastic. She quickly rummages through her purse and pulls out a business card. Here's my contact info. Just give me a call and we can set up an appointment. I accept her business card. It looks actually quite. She hold on, wait a minute. I accept her business card. It looks actually quite business like despite her personality. I'm not quite sure what I'm not bleh. I'm not quite sure I'm up to this task, but I'll give it all. I'll give it my all. Why am I fucking up? Hold on. There we go. I will. I say with a smile.
Hmm.
Great. You'll hear from me soon. Bye bye now. She turns to leave the shop. A few days later, I had to set up an appointment with Angela Parker. I called her after our initial meeting and I told her I had a few designs in mind and wanted to look some over with her. For some reason, she was too busy to visit me, so she proposed I visit her instead. Since it was a slow day at my store, I figured I could pay a house visit after all. So that's where I am now, standing in front of the tall apartment building, waiting for the doorman to let me in. I've got my portfolio and drawing material with me. The building looks pretty fancy. I wonder if Angela is just as rich as Nell is. Soon enough, I'm welcomed inside and I go up to the elevator of her apartment. I ring the doorbell and I patiently wait for Angela to answer. There you are. You're looking lovely today, says Angela as she opens the door with a phone against her ear.
Um,
No, not you, sir. Although I'm sure you looking lovely today as well. She answers to the phone. Angela motions for me to come inside, and I rush inside. Okay, nice setup. Angela's apartment looks pretty spacious and modern, with funky looking furniture that's very complimentary. I look around for a place to sit, and again, Angela motions to the white and pristine couch. She sits down herself, holding up a finger and let me know she'll be right with me, and continues to talk on the phone. Angela finally hangs up.
uh,
Sorry about that. I'm busy with work. But anyway, show me what you got. I throw myself into my work, the one thing that keeps me distracted from everything else, and the one thing that's my passion in life. I show Angela my portfolio of sketches that I made for her dresses, showing her a dozen of designs with each one she gasps and compliments me and tells me which parts she likes and which ones she doesn't. We spend our time discussing what elements we could combine together to create her perfect dress. I'm actually having quite a bit of fun. No one else really shown such an interest in my work before. The one thing I'm grateful for, she hasn't brought up Nell, not even once. I welcome the distraction. Angela gets another phone call interrupting our heated discussion whether or not to cover up her private parts. she, she crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. She quickly answers her call and starts pacing around the room. I go back sketching the dresses where we working on together, wondering how I can make it look not so tacky.
um,
Butterfly Mac. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Why not come over? Angela asks to the person on the phone. I'm too engrossed with my sketches, so I'm not paying much attention to what Angela's saying. I hold up the portfolio to her after I finish the sketches. Angela gives me a quick look over, then points at her breast and shakes her head before more on babbling more on the phone. I translated this as not enough cleavage and start conjuring up a new sketch, turning out turning tuning out her conversation. What the hell? Hold on. All right, there we go. After Angela hangs up the phone, we get back to her address again. I know I'm spending way too much time and effort on getting the sketch just right, but I'm having fun, so I don't really mind if she makes 1,000 revisions.
uh,
Right, I haven't asked yet. What's your rate? Angela asks. There's a blank look on my face. I've always found it rude to tell people how much I charge, especially when each dress was unique and had a different price. I couldn't really answer her
hmm,
question. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Name your price. I'll gladly for pay you for all your effort. You're doing such a wonderful job so far. I suddenly feel coy and smile, thank you. Her phone starts to ring again, and Angela throws her hands up in the air and quickly answers it. But not before excusing herself, she walks out of the living room. I take a little break, wanting to have Angela's opinion before I work any further. And I simply look around the room. There's a few photographs hung up on the wall, and I make my way over to examine them. The, they're mostly pictures of Angela in different attire from famous looking places, such as the pyramids of Egypt, Eiffel Tower, and a bunch of other famous landmarks. She's traveled quite a bit. There aren't really any family pictures though. I wonder why, but then I spot one that Angela is in when she was a teenager and a young looking Nell. You gonna show us? I feel like my face flushes red as I suddenly remember that night at the masquerade again. I avert my eyes from the embarrassment. Asa walks back into the room. I do apologize for being so busy at the moment. People just can't get enough of me. Your pictures are beautiful, I say with a smile. Do you always travel alone? I only see you in the pictures. Angela's smile falters. She gives me a faint half smile.
hmm.
Mostly yes. Not good. I'm not on good terms with the family and all, but that's a story for another time. Now where were we? We get back to work and she managed to get a little bit more of the design done. Then the doorbell rings. Angela leaves the room and answer, and I'm back to pouring my ideas into the sketches. Couldn't it wait? I hear someone say from the hallway, "No, it couldn't. You have to see this. I've been dying to show you." I hear Angela respond. They walk into the room, and I look up from my folio to greet them. Hi, I swallowed my words. Oh, he look good with the black. I'm so glad he switched up, bro. Nell immediately averts his eyes. He's still sporting that black hair of his, so that's hold on, wait. He's still sporting that black hair of his that's so unfamiliar on him, but his face looks all too familiar to me, despite looking paler than normal. What's she doing? Excuse me, what are you doing here? Angela knocks him over on the head. Be nice, young man. I'll have you know I've commissioned her to make my dress. Yes, but why is she nail gestures with his arm here? And look, and this nigga says, "Well, you ain't gotta be mean to him all the time." Bitch, you be starting that shit. Angela sits down next to me on the couch. I'm too busy to leave, so I invited her over. Now we going fierce, cause you already came up. Nah. I'm gonna turn off. I want to turn to a better leaf. You know what I'm saying? I want to turn over, but I ain't gonna hold you. You see that look he giving me? I don't fuck with it, and I'm still mad at you. So fuck you, bitch. Don't talk to me like I'm not here. I say in an angry tone and glare at him. I'm trying my best to fight off the bus that's trying to come up to the surface. I'm not talking to you. Nigga, we just had a nice night, bro. There's no way you fucking it up already, bro. I'm not talking to you at all. Says Nell with a disdain. Then he looks at Angela. You didn't ask me to come over for her, right? You know I'm swamped with work this week. I can't afford to take breaks. Hoo, you're always working lately. I just wanted to show you our vase. Just look how fabulous it turned out to be. Angela points towards the simple white vase standing on top of the coffee table. Neil sighs oddly, covering his face with his hands, show his disappointment. I sit there quietly, seething my anger, clenching my fingers around my pencil case. I need to go. I can't stand being around him any longer. Angela, I'm leaving, I tell her. I scoop up all my material and close my
Oh.
portfolio. Sweetheart, no, you don't need to do this if this baboon is bothering you. Baboon? Yo, you a fucking baboon, nigga. Interjects. I'll let you know when I've come up with a suitable design. I quickly stand up and I walk away from the both of them, refusing to look at Nell any longer. Yeah, fuck this nigga. Cause no, you didn't just say that to me with your bitch ass. Ooh, I can hear them yelling at each other when I finally leave. Ooh, that nigga. Hey. Let you say something slick again. I'm gonna have to fuck you up. I'm not finna hold you. Fuck this nigga. We moving on. Man, I was feeling it. Man, masquerade ball perfect. Why can't you be like that outside of the masquerade ball? Like, why are you switching up? Like, be for real. Anyways, I'm broke. Hold on. Let's get some money real quick. Let's see how much money we need. That should last us. Yeah, that should last us. 51,000. 51,000. Wow. That should last us. All right. All right. Are you serious? It's been a month since you. Oh no! It's been a month and you still haven't talked to this nigga. I fucking. Damn. It's been a month since I started working on Angela's dress. She needs it next month before Christmas, so I've been working extra hard. I don't want to think about Neil at all. I've been trying hard to suppress any thoughts about him, so I work even harder. Sarah came over today. It's the first time we met, but since before the ball, which meant, of course, she's been asking questions about it
Mm.
nonstop. Did they give out awards like a king and queen award? She asked excitedly. This wasn't at prom, Sarah. I sigh. I really don't want to talk about it.
Aw.
Oh, but I can't totally be. I can totally see that being a thing. Always. Oh, Anyways, I'm still completely jealous that you got to go. I say nothing. I stare at the little notebook on my counter, filling in some
Mm.
numbers. The person you were making this dress for, you met her at the party, right? Sarah asks. Yes, she was quite drunk back then, Sarah chuckles. What about you? Did you drink a lot of champagne? Some, I say, trying to avoid talking about it too much. Meet any other clients or perhaps Prince Charming? She asked with a wink. I can feel my face heat up, but I'm unable to stop the blush from spreading to on my cheeks. I quickly turn around to hide my face from Sarah, but at last she spotted it nothing less. You're all red in the face. You didn't tell me anything happened at the party. Come on, Spill. Did you meet some rich guy and you had an enchanting evening together? I groaned out loud. I don't want to talk about what happened. You met a some hold on. You met some prince at the party and you completely forgot to mention it, huh? I'm hurt. It's not like I forgot. I say I just don't really want to talk about it. The night didn't have a good ending. Oh, Sarah says she looks worried. What happened? Did something bad happen? Bad? I don't know what to call it. All I know is that my feelings are a mess and it's all Nell's fault. You didn't get molested, right? Hey, yo, damn, she went to that. Sarah sounds really serious all of a sudden. What? No, I shriek. No, no, nothing like that. Although I guess it does feel a little similar to. What? Wait, to it. Had I known it was Nell, I definitely would never have gone along with it. Hey, if it was Nell, I'd deal with it. Hold on, let me lock in. I never would have kissed him. Or at least I think so. I'm still so confused. Good, Sarah says in relief. Don't scare me like that. You don't have to worry about that. I'm just a bit overwhelmed at the moment. I need some time to process it. Sure thing. My phone vibrates, a welcome distraction from our conversation. I answer the phone. Street trends. How may I help you? Mia san, I have to ask you a big favor right now. It's Angela. She sounds distressed. What is it? I ask, a little bit concerned now. Is she canceling the commission? No, he's in the hospital.
Oh
What happened? Doesn't he work at the hospital? I stay. As a matter of
no.
fact, I don't know what happened. They said he's collapsed. Damn, working too fucking hard. Sit your ass down, nigga. His parents are out of town, so he's got no one taking care of him. I'm in Italy at the moment. I can't visit him either. Lovely little country, by the way. They've got one to die for it. Is he okay? I asked softly. As much as I don't want to admit, this news fills me up with dread. You have to go there now, please. He's got no one else. He's in room 201, blah, West Wing or something. Oh, and be sure to dress up nice, sweetheart. You want to bedazzle him if you'll be the first one to see him. I'm not quite sure what to say. It's always hard to get a word in when Angela starts talking. It's also hard to tell her no. Oh, and knock him on the head for me. Thanks. Bye bye, darling. She hangs up. I stand there feeling empty for a few seconds. Nell's in the hospital. Who was that? I mean, who was it? Sarah asked, noticing my grim expression. I suddenly feel compelled to leave. I'm worried, but at the same time, I want nothing to do with it. And yet, I've got this need to see him. My emotions are in such turmoil. Why did Angela have to call me? I'm sorry, Sarah. Something came up. I need to leave. Can you close up the shop for me? Oh, yeah, sure. Sarah nods her head at me. I hurry and walk out of the store, and I race towards the hospital. Oh, my heart is thumping loudly when I arrive at the hospital. I see being held at, and they give me a room number. At least he isn't in the ER or something. He probably passed out for overworking, honestly. There's this hard to swallow feeling stuck in my throat, and my adrenaline is rushing through my veins as I make my way through the maze of hospital rooms. Shaking just a tiny bit, I open the door to his room. He'll look at us and be like, oh, fuck you doing here. I look at the hospital bed. It's empty. I start to freak out. Where did he go? Did he take his Did they take him away? Is Nell okay? Did I get the wrong room? Someone's in the bathroom. That scared the hell out of me. I'm just about had a heart attack. Had a heart attack. My bedroom door opens up. Walks out Nell wearing his usual clothes.
Oh,
He's so fine with the black hair. I love me a nigga. Anyways, oh, he looks surprised to see me. He looks absolutely fine. I stand there rooted to the ground. I want to yell at him. I want to embrace him. I want to heal, yet kiss him. Never had such conflicting emotions before. Angela told me he had collapsed, but he's up and walking about. In fact, he seems quite healthy. Yelling at him, I'm gonna approach him calm. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna yell at him. We gonna come at him calm. Are you okay? I asked. I feel myself tremble a little.
oh.
Nell looks away from me. All right. Oh, what the oh, look at his face. There's an awkward silence between us. The tension in the air is thick and it's hard to swallow. Nell is fine, and yet I raced out here like an idiot to see how he was. I'm regretting it so hard right now. I was worried, I said softly. Oh, that's why I'm gonna start yelling at you. It's fuck being nice to you, bro. Every time I be nice to you, you want some bullshit. Nell clicks his tongue. Don't be. I didn't ask you to. Why are you here? Angela called me. She told me you collapsed. That that conniving little he mutters. He sighs deeply. Look, I'm fine. Obviously not. I bite back. I simply haven't had the recommended amount of sleep for the past 3 days. So my body shut down. That's all there is to it. I work too much. To cover up how worried I was feeling, I huff and place my hand on my hips. Don't your parents own the hospital? Can't they simply give you a few days off to rest? Ooh. Hey, hey, calm down. He talking to me crazy. I'm gonna have to fuck this nigga up. Nell's eyes flash with anger. Don't talk like you know anything about me or my family. Bitch, damn. I bite back. I bite back at my words. I want to yell at him and say it's because you never tell me anything about yourself. But then I remember how he made a fool out of me, and the feelings of betrayal bubble up inside of me once more. Well, sorry for not knowing anything about your family situation. I can't seem to hold back my tongue. I only know how you like to insult me and make a fool out of me. Even now, I rushed to the hospital like a fool to see if you were okay. Yeah. Yeah, fix that expression on your face, bitch. I'm getting tired of this nigga. Nell stayed quiet for a while. He's looking at me, and I stare back at him, ready for a fight. His face confronts into a bunch of different emotions. It's hard to read him. He eventually looks down towards the
Oh.
floor. Why did you come? He asked softly. I want to answer because Angela told me, but we both know that wouldn't be the truth. And yet, I really don't know myself either. Whenever Nell is involved, I'm not sure of it. I'm unsure of everything. These past couple of weeks have been mayhem for me. I don't know, I answered truthfully, but I'd hate myself if I didn't at least check up on you, despite of what you've done to me. And I want to ask, why did you do it? The question is that I refuse to let myself think about it, but has been haunting me ever since. Why did Nell pretend to be a stranger? Why did he kiss me? Well, you kissed him. Not gonna hold you. But anyways, I haven't done anything to you that you didn't want to. He says coolly while crossing his arms. That was all you. You kissed me. No, no. I kissed you. Then we paused. Then, if you really didn't want to do it, you would have went for that second kiss, but you did go for that second kiss. So again, you know what I'm saying? Takes two to tango, my nigga. Quit playing. I give him a pointed look. That's all. That's that was all. Oh, my bad. He gives me a pointed look. That's all he says. That's all me, he says. Like he wasn't the one that, yep, see? That was coming on to me and flirting with me to make my head spin. You was flirting back, motherfucker. Like he wasn't the one that was holding my face and pressing his lips to mine. Mm. He's going to deny everything that happened. I glare at him hard. Is that how you want to spin this? I spit out. Fine. Goodbye now. I turn on my heel and I leave him standing there in the hospital room. Damn, I thought y'all was gonna make up this chapter. What I gotta do? What I gotta make? Angela? Angela, this is what you wanted. Girl, you could have done better. But now I gotta buy that. I already know I gotta buy that pattern. All right, chapter 15. Let's see. A few weeks have passed since I last saw Nell at the hospital. It's already December by now. Damn! Bro, Nell a bitch. If you don't just meet up with her in coffee, tell me how you feel, like, damn, nigga. Angela's dress is finished, or well, she still needs to do her final fitting so I can make adjustments. But other than that, her raunchy dress is just about completed. Just in time as well. Her party is next week. The shop is quiet for today, but I'm rushing in and out of the workroom to add in and add in last minute details on the dress, or cut away any loose threads. Staying busy is the only way to prevent myself from thinking about anything else. Things like the bell rings and I look up. That must be Angela coming over to pick up her dress. Except the person in front of me isn't Angela. Nell, what you doing here, Nell? Nell, you a hot mess. Get the fuck on. He looks bashful and out of place in my store, fidgeting on the spot and refuses to meet my eyes. What you gonna pick up the dress without looking at me, bro? Come on, bro. Lock in, nigga. Like, be folk. All right. My breath is caught in my throat and I don't even greet him. Damn. Damn. It's like time slowed down to a miserable crawl. And every second is like an eon that simply highlights the fact that neither of us are speaking. The silence is deafening. Why is he here? Now finally clears his
Hmm.
throat. Angela sent me here in her stead to pick up the dress. I lower my eyebrows at him. I need her here personally for any final alterations. I expected as much. Nell says with a small sigh. I am quick to show him the door then. I'm so sorry, but Angela needs to come here herself.
Huh?
Good day. His eyes his eyes suddenly widen. Wait, he exclaims. I look at him, waiting for him to say something. Anything really. Yet on the other hand, I don't want him to say another word either because I'm scared of what he has to say. I'm nervous and anxious and still really mad at him.
Um.
Look, I just wanted to say, Nell's speech is clumsy, which is very unlike
Hmm.
him. Thank you for checking up on me a few weeks ago. I slowly nod my head at him. Don't mention it, I say. No, really, don't mention it. I've been trying to forget ever since. Nell nods his head back at me as well. This time his expression is back to being serious. The Nell I know. He turns around and starts to walk away. I let out a jittery breath of relief. No, that's not what I wanted to say. Hey, there we go, Nell. Neil turns around once more to approach me and takes a huge breath and awkwardly fixes his tie. His lips part, but no words come out of it. Come on, Neil. Tell him how you feel. I stare at him some longer, wondering what he's finna say. With each passing second, I can see Nails. Oh no, he's blushing up close. Screenshot. Oh, hold on, we gotta get that. All right, all right. But with each passing second, I can see Nell is starting to break out into a sweat. His cheeks are turning a rosy color. If it had been any other time, I might have had relieved in the fact that I'm making Nell feel out of his element. But right now, I got no leg room to stand on. I'm feeling uncomfortable as
Uh.
well. That night, why did you? That is true. How you gonna ask me a question, Ed? But I'm not gonna let him. Damn, let me think. I don't want to cut him off because that might just pause what he's saying, and then he'll just go back to his regular self, be like, "Man, fuck you! I ain't gonna tell you nothing" or something like that. I'm gonna let him finish. We gonna give him time. I'm like, "Go ahead, now. Go ahead, now." Nell pauses as I stare at him, waiting for him to continue what he has to say. The anticipation is hard to
Oh.
swallow. How come you didn't recognize me? You dumbass nigga. What the fuck you mean I didn't recognize you? Last time I saw your dumbass, you had purple hair. How the fuck I'm supposed to know you had black hair in a different style? Matter of fact, dumbass nigga. Ooh, this shit made me mad. I looked down at my hands with my cheeks turning slightly pink from their embarrassment. I mistook someone else for you. He had the same hair color as you, even rudely bumped into me. Your voice was different as well. Nell blinks at me and then looks away again. He runs his fingers through his black hair like he doesn't know how to
Hmm.
respond. Every year they hold the masquerade ball in my father's honor. Angela and I have always attended since we were little. Nell
Hmm.
finally says, we try various things to look different from normal, turning it into a bet of who could spot the other first. This year I had changed my hair color, even though it didn't matter as Angela found me relative fast. So you playing this, I say slowly, taking in the information. No, he ain't planning to trick you. He was planning to trick her. But he could have sent you a text, but like, hey, I'm looking a little different tonight. You know what I'm saying? You ain't shit for that. I ain't gonna hold you. No, he immediately replies. He winks at his own words. I mean, yes, in a way. I plan to make myself look unrecognizable, but that doesn't explain why you went along with it. Why, Nell? Why did you continue to fool me into thinking you were someone else? Your voice, it was different as well, deeper. Nell stays quiet, looking pensively at the floor, refusing to answer. I can feel my emotions bubbling towards the surface. Do you really hate me that
Huh?
much? Nell looks at me in
Uh-huh.
shock. No, I don't. No, no, I don't. He says softly. I his cheeks are suddenly colored with a deep shade of red. I
Mm.
don't hate you. Damn this nigga. Bro, this nigga kills me, bro. And then in the most uncharacteristically way possible, he bolts to the exit. This nigga pisses me off sometimes, bro. The next day after Neil's spectacular escape, Angela comes by the boutique personally.
Hmm.
Darling, she greets me with a large smile. Welcome, I greet her. How is
Hmm.
Italy? Marvelous, just a divine, sweet little country. Although, if I see some pizza one more time, I think might barf. Angela scrunches up her nose. I'm. I laugh a little, then I gesture towards my workshop. I need you to come with me to the back to fit the
Hmm.
dress. I can't wait to see what you've cooked up. Last time I saw the dress, it was still inside out. Angela walks with me to the back where I have her golden dress waiting for her. She's squealing in awe, unable to contain herself. Excitement as she hold on, as seeing the dress. She tries it on and makes a quick few alterations as needed so that it fits her perfectly. Let me get some water. Hold on. It's raunching and daring, and that's exactly why Angela likes it. Forget about wanting to draw the attention of the man I've got my eye on. That night, everyone's eyes will be on me, Angela says gleefully. Even the ladies will be checking me out. She winks at herself.
Hmm.
You did well. I almost wish I could have taken you with me to the party, but I've always got my plus one. He's going to adore this or downright worship me. Ooh, so you got a plus one. That means Mel got a plus one. He finna invite me. Watch this. Or she finna get. I know I'm gonna be there. Watch this. I hope you'll have fun at your Christmas party, I say with a small smile. Angela looks at me after stuffing the dress inside of the large
Eh?
box. You look a little sad. Are you feeling a bit under the weather? I shake my head. No, I'm fine. Thanks for
Oh.
asking. Tell you what, sweetheart. Come over for dinner at my place tonight. You'll absolutely have to. Food will be ready at 6. See you then. Then she grabs a large box I prepared for her and struts away from with a smile. I have a very nice written check for you to pick up tonight. Angela leaves my store with her dress in tow. Well, I guess eating dinner at Angela's apartment isn't a bad idea. You are not gonna be there. All right, all right. Now I'm gonna do the time check real quick. Wait, no, actually no. We gotta do this last episode. Now I'm gonna take the time. But chapter 16. Later in the evening, I get dropped off by a taxi at Angela's apartment. I make my way up to the building once I've arrived and ringing the doorbell. Angela greets me at the door holding a glass of wine in her hand. Hello, I greet her. You made it in early too. Come in, come in. As I enter her apartment, Angela gives me a approving look.
Hmm.
Lovely outfit, just right for the occasion. I know I can always count on you for your impeccable fashion taste. Oh, the check's on the dining room table. Go get it while I finish wrapping up dinner. I should finna be. We get two bands. I'm fine. I'm feeling a bit nervous as I walk towards the already set up dining room table to retrieve the envelope with the check. And that's when I noticed. I knew it. I knew it. That's when I noticed there aren't just two plates set up. There's three. Angela, is someone else dining with us today? Dining with us? I asked her as I grabbed the
Hmm.
envelope. Of course, I hear Angela yell from the kitchen. I open the envelope and take out my check. My eyes widen at the amount written on it. Wow, this is way more than my usual rate. Good evening. I spin around, startled at someone else's voice right behind me. Dale, I exclaim. Nell's behind me, looking at me, looking a bit out of place, sitting on the couch, looking like he had no idea I'd be coming as well. I grind my teeth. She set this up, didn't she? Good evening, I replied hesitantly. Last time I saw Nell, he bolted right out of the store after saying he didn't hate me. I'm not quite sure where we stand right now, but all I know is that this is awkward as hell. Dinner's almost ready, Angela yells. Would you like to sit down? Nell asks, and he gestures towards the dining room table. I'm a bit worried. Get the fuck out of my face, nigga. I'm big. Nigga, you fucking me up. God damn it. Hold on. I'm a bit wary of this polite Nell, but I nod my head anyways. Nell walks past me. His cologne lingers behind, and it's making me feel a bit lightheaded. And then he pulls out one of his chairs for me. This is weird. I take out a seat anyways, and I'm feeling self-conscious of all of a sudden. What's his deal? Nell takes a seat as well at the opposite end of the dining room table. Now I feel like I'm forced to look at him, which is something I really don't want to do. The more I'm around Nell, the more I start to feel confused. And the flashbacks of the masquerade plague my mind. Things like kissing Nell. I look down at my napkin, feeling a heat rush to my cheeks. Why does Nell have to be here? Luckily, Angela barges back into the room carrying a large pot with her. I welcome the distraction considering my mind was going places I didn't want it to. Angela is quick to set up the food, and it really does smell delicious. We all dig in. I like to say that dinner went well, but unfortunately, it didn't really. I was only half paying attention, listening to Angela talk about her time in Italy, and notice how her glasses of wine multiplied. Very soon, she's drunk and starts to slur her words, giggling whenever she recalls something funny. Nell hasn't said a word the entire time. You should have seen him. He was such a wimp. Then again, he still is, says Angela. I'm barely paying attention. I look up to looking at my plate of food. Who?
Oh.
I asked Nelly. Call that nigga Nell. Then finally he makes a presence known and he sighs in response. Angela, you're drunk. Please don't embarrass me any further. We called him Nelly back in I'm sorry. Back then, and by we I mean me. She said, sounding very proud. Nelly was always afraid of standing up to his parents and the silly little boy. So I told him, your really cool aunt will beat them up for you. You can't possibly embarrass me any further than this. Please stop talking. And did you? I asked,
Hmm.
ignoring Neil. No, of course not. I was like 14 years old. Instead of I convinced Neil to run away, and it was actually quite funny. They had cops looking for him all over the place. Oh boy, were his parents mad when they found Nelly. Suddenly, at my interest peaked, Angela is talking about that time Nell ran away when he was young, isn't she? That's the time I found him at the playground. I still glance at Nell. I can see he's trying to hide his face behind his hand, covering his rosy cheeks. If it wasn't such an awkward situation, I'd call it adorable. So I asked Nelly, "Where did you go?" Right, and he tells me how a hero found him, a hero like Superman. I'm not sure, and the details are a bit hazy. Nell sinks into his chair even further and not covering his entire face. He would have shut up about it. How a hero like one of his favorite comic books came to save him, and they both ran away from the police. It was actually I was actually quite jealous because I used to be the one Nelly looked up to, the cool one. But I guess boys grow up. I lean in a bit closer to this hero that you mentioned. Do you know who it is? Angela throws her hands up in the air, beats me. All Nelly would say that he was some really cool boy, way cooler than me. You were such a little shit back then. She directs his last part towards Nelly. Honestly, though, it sounded like he had a crush on him. Was he your childhood love, Nelly? Ah! Nigga, sweating. Now face crunches up. He turns bright red. And so that's enough. Well, that's the turn of events. Is that true? I asked Nell. Of course not. He barks at me. Don't confuse. I don't know. Adoration with in, I'm gonna fuck that up. Infatuation. That's what I meant. I feel myself blush. He adored me. But I guess his parents got super mad at him because Nelly hasn't run off since. Where's your hero now, huh? It just goes. She finally gets up from the table. I'm getting some more wine. You want some? No, I'm good. I was fine. You know, tease him. Angela wobbles way towards the kitchen. The sound of glass clinking and the doors opening can be heard loudly. And I briefly wonder if Angela has tripped and fallen down. We gotta tease him. Gotta tease him. I look over at Neil instead. I can't contain the grin on my face. So, a hero, huh? Not another word. I must have been a really cool person for the sounds of it. I mock him. I told you, Zip. Isn't that why you said I ruined your memories? I asked, looking curiously at him because it wasn't a hero but a heroine. It doesn't matter now. Neil looks away while crossing his arms on his chest. I guess not. I bite my lip, but clearly it's bothering you. Before we can continue our conversation, Angela is back with another glass of wine. She eagerly shares some more Nelly memories, all while Nelly stays silent. I crack a smile every now and then. Their relationship is actually quite lovely, with the amount of times Angela has stuck up for Nell. Time ticks by fast, and before I know it, it's getting close to midnight, and Angela is passed out on the couch. I end up clearing the dining room table, gathering all the dishes, waking and walking to the kitchen. Nell helps me out without saying a word. After we finish, I finally break the silence. Should we leave her like that? She'll be okay. She's had worse. I'll carry her to her bed. I wonder if I wonder just how many nights Nell has experienced just like this. Well, then I guess I'll be heading home. Hmm. Nell picks up Edza from the couch, who groans in response, but in otherwise fast asleep. He carries her over to the bedroom, and I patiently wait his return. I turn off the lights. Should I walk you home? Nell asks when he's back. My first instinct is to say no, but in the dark close to Nell like this, I can feel myself wanting to stay around him for a little while longer. Sure, I say. Oh yeah, it's snowing. Hey, we better get a scene or I'm gonna get mad. We'll hold on. We leave the apartment together. Snow is falling quietly all around us. There's not a single other person in sight, but that makes sense seeing as it's past midnight. Nell opens up an umbrella, walks next to me, shields me from the snow. He's so close to me, but it's not awkward at all. Are your hands all right? Nell asks me. I look around. I look at my red hands and stuff them inside of my pockets of my coat. I'm fine. I can withstand a little snow. We're quiet for a while, but both walking silently on the sidewalk. I know where I live is quite far, and a taxi would have been much easier, but I guess I didn't want to leave Nell just yet. I swing my purse back and forth, wondering what to say. Have you seen Angela's dress? I asked, the one I made. She hasn't been keeping a secret exactly. Nell shakes his head a little. Well, that's Angela for you. Likes the attention, I say with a smile.
Hmm.
Always has. You two seen clothes since you were kids. I feel like if I keep talking about this, then I won't notice how to feel my heart beat faster now that Nell's walking closer to me. Yes. See, I like his little smile. No, we gotta stop taking. No, I gotta take this first. Come on. I bet. Yes, she's always been bossy over me. She's got. Is there a word missing? Probably not. Okay. She got quirks and faults, but she can be quite lovely. I see him smile as he recalls the memories. She's always been there to take care of me like an older sister. I admit, my first impression of Angela wasn't very favorable, but just some crazy drunk. But she's grown on me since then. Nell keeps quiet once more, and I realize why. I met Angela for the first time at the masquerade party. The subject both that we both been avoiding like it's a taboo. And just like that, we spend an entire way in complete silence. Damn. When we arrive at my store, I feel relieved that I don't have to stick around in this suffocating silence anymore. I stop at the front door and I turn to face him. Nell closes the umbrella, shakes it to remove any snow still on it. We're safe from the snow underneath the awning. Yeah, the awning of my store. You didn't have to walk me back the entire way, but thanks. Nell looks deep in thought and doesn't respond besides a simple nod. Well, good night then. I feel briefly disappointed that nothing happened the entire time. What was I even
Hmm.
expecting? Sorry, says Nell in a tiny voice. I raise my eyebrows at him and want to ask what he's apologizing for. In fact, I'm quite shocked. He even has the words in his vocabulary. I didn't think Nell could even utter the word
Oh.
sorry. For mistaking you as a boy, he says, and for my subsequent reaction and attitude afterwards once we met up again by chance. I lean against the cold door frame. You mean so he huffs and glares at me, but it quickly vanishes from his face. Yes. He lets out a deep sigh. I was embarrassed that I met someone from long ago, someone that I might have looked up to, and that someone turned out not to be the rough boy I imagined, but a beautiful woman instead. I think my eyes widen. I can't help. I can't help it. My eyes flush red. That abrupt compliment. I wasn't expecting
Hmm.
that. I lashed out to hide my embarrassment, and for that I apologize. Wow, I didn't know you had it in you to apologize. I'm actually quite floored. So much that I fan my face a little to cool down despite the cold weather. Neil growls at me, don't test my patience. Recall the conversation we had a couple months ago when he said he only cares about what a select few people have to say. So you looked up to me, I mused. What about now? Am I one of those people whose opinion matters to you? Nell, whose eyes widen this time, even though it's hard to see in the dark, he doesn't answer me. That's a no, huh? I guess that's why you pranked me that night. I didn't prank you, Nell hisses. He shakes his head and then starts to quickly pace back and forth at my doorstep. He seems quite shaken up. I simply, he begins, then stops to look at me. He's gesturing with his hand, but doesn't quite know how to start. It's weird to see Nell at a loss of words at like this. When I realized you when I realized that you had no blubbering idea who I was, that you mistook some other man for me, I went along, alright? Why? I whisper. Nell throws his hands up in the air and then runs them through his hair, grabbing a fistful. I just liked how you were treating me when you thought I was someone else. You weren't trying to be snarky with me. You weren't so tense and on guard around me. We weren't having we weren't having some petty argument. We were simply
Uh.
normal. That's all there was to it. I take a moment to collect my thoughts. So Nell says he wasn't pulling a prank on me during the party. He simply kept the side ongoing because he liked how I was treating him when I thought he wasn't Nell. I remember back at the party how I realized that I was acting awful towards the person that I mistook as Nell and how I must have been treating Nell all this time. But whose fault is it in the first place I acted like this? Not gonna lie, gotta call you out. Gotta call you out. Gotta call you out. Oh wait, you already apologized. Damn. Oh well. Fuck it. Well, I would have had treated you like that if you weren't such an asshole to me in return, I say defensively. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot. I, my bad, nigga. I already apologize for that. He fires that. That doesn't excuse all the times you've been terrible to me. And then you even went as far as to seduce me. I absolutely did not. Nell's voice breaks and he yells at me. I didn't make you do anything you didn't want to. Don't blame me for that. I wouldn't have done any of those things if. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Oh my god. Why would you say that? I would even get offended. I'm like, oh damn, for real? Damn. I recall the memories of me kissing him and all of those feelings come rushing back. The allure of kissing some stranger like I was in a fairy tale, and the end turned out to be Nelly, the kind of stranger, in fact, a pompous jerk. I have never kissed him if I knew it was Nell. Nell looks down at the ground. You wouldn't have? You wouldn't have? That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, I'm taking it back. And I'm at a loss of words. What does he mean? What is he saying? I'm saying, like, damn, give that nigga a chance. I wouldn't have what? Now you're just being willfully obtuse. I grit my teeth. Well, if oh no, no, oh we arguing again. Damn, I should have went to the guy route. I grit my teeth. Well, if you just be a little more clear, then I can give you an answer, Mr. Simple and Clean. Oh, why you gonna close that down? Oh no 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 no! You screenshot real quick before we get to a scene because I feel like I'm he up close. All right, just like that. Nell's hands are on the side of my face, and I'm pulled into a kiss. For a split second, I'm taken off guard until my brain starts firing up again, and I realize Nell's kissing me. My hands press against his chest to push him away, and our lips break. No! Beautiful, beautiful. Masterpiece. All right. I want to yell at him, scream, preferably, but when I look at his face and I see the innocent confusion, my anger melts away. Instead, I feel the sudden rush of excitement, the same rush I felt that night when I first kissed him. You are so annoying, I say before I yank his shirt and bring him down to my level and press all this against I force a warm feeling of plump lips. They're just as addicting as the first time. Nell's arms snake around my waist, and he pulls me into an intimate embrace. I feel helpless and overrun by my emotions, who want nothing more than to continue kissing now. The kiss is rough and clumsy, like we both can't get enough, and my mouth feels sore after just a few seconds. Nell dominantly presses me against the door. Oh, no, hold on. And the doorknob digs into my back. I break free from his lips just long enough to open the door, and we both stumble inside. Oh, I thought he was getting a scene. Damn. Uh, the bell at the store jingles, but neither of us pay attention to it. I pull Nell closer to me after he slams the door shut. I can hear my heart pleading for those lips again. I lean forward myself to catch his lips. I turn to the side and I can connect with Nell's. My entire body shivers, but it isn't just me that moans. It's Nell. He's muffled, but oh my god. My knees are gonna turn into jelly, bro. My hold on. Let's lock in. Nell's arms keep me upright, and soon after I find myself pressed against the counter. Desperately, I struggle to take my coat off, and Nell does the same. Our coats lay forgotten on the ground. I place my hand on top of Nell's shoulder, not breaking away from his Hold on. From his tongue to give myself a boost to sit up on the counter. I wrap my legs around Nell's waist and twist my dick around his. Nell grunts. Hold on. And his hands are running over my back until they're tangled in with my hair. His tongue is now pushed inside my mouth like it's a battling for dominance over me, and I push back just as hard. The chemistry between us is undeniable, and in this moment, we just seem like a perfect fit together. Nell breaks away from me, and I immediately want to pull him pull him back because I miss his warmth. He gives me a longing look while he takes a second to catch his breath. Then he's back. I ran right around the side of my neck, and soon Nell's lips are on the counter. Uh, hold on, I fucked it up. And soon Nell's lips are on the other side, sucking the sensitive patch of skin there. I hardly suck in a breath and crawl my fingers on his back. Oh. His hair tickles my cheek and my lips brush against the tip of his ear. I can feel Nell's I can feel Nell leaving a trail of kisses on my neck. And and once more I'm gasping for air. Maybe this is what could have happened if we weren't interrupted by that party that night. More. I want more. Oh, hey, let me get a scene. Like I'm cool with this. Let me get a motherfucking scene. Quit playing with me. Feeling more aggressive, I place my hand on the side of Nelly's face to bring him back in, bring him back up to mine, and I press his lips against his. What we getting? Yes! Good chicken shit! God damn! Alright, it's fine. Let's appreciate this artwork here. You know what I'm saying? Good passion. Perfect. Ah. Alright, let's lock in. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. I lower my I lower my body a bit, pushing away any objects on the counter, and I pull Nell along until my back is touching the cold end of the counter and Nell is practically on top of me. I love the feeling of his weight on me, and I keep him I keep him locked in place by embracing him with my arms. But it's not like Nell is showing any indication he wants to leave because he's withering and squirming on top of me while letting out a little gasp of air as he continues to kiss me. It's like an uncharted territory, both of us exploring what the other has to offer. Our bodies are hot in the touch and it's starting to go down to a dangerous path. Neil starts to nibble on the bottom of my lip, and any doubts I may have just fly right out of the window. He kisses me like he's hungry for more, like he's unable to stop himself. His lips are so hot on mine. I can't believe this is Neil devouring me like it's the last night on earth. Yeah, there it is. I actually asked my by accident my elbow knocked something over from the counter, sending it crashing to the ground. The sound has interrupted us both as we're finally apart and sitting up straight, but Nell doesn't want to pull back all the way, keeping his arms locked around my waist. It seems, hold on. It seemed to have been an umbrella Nell was carrying that I knocked off the counter. Blasting umbrella. We look at each other for a while, both of us both of us a little bit out of breath. I curse the umbrella in my mind. Nell's arms finally slip away from the waist, and my body tenses up, longing to feel his touch again. We should. Nell starts in this really sexy voice. Probably stop. Why do you want to stop? Come on, man. Stop. Nell bends down to pick up his umbrella and keeps it close to his body. Immediately, I want to protest and ask him why in the world would I want this to stop. The more seconds pass, there were not sucking off each other's face, the more time I have for it to sink in. I realized I'd just been heavily making out with Neil. Only hours before I could have sworn I was mad at him, and only seconds ago he was on top of me. I sheepishly nodded at him wiping away any saliva near my mouth. All of a sudden, I feel embarrassed for acting the way I did. Neil finally steps away from me and picks up his coat off the floor. I feel even more awkward now, sitting on top of the counter, so I slip off the edge and stand on my feet as well. I should go home now. Have a good night. Neil starts. Neil starts to leave. Not finna hold you, girl. You know you love this man. Not, no, no. Hold on. Let me lock in. Right. If we kiss this nigga and he pushes me away again, I'm gonna start crying. We gonna be like, man, fuck this nigga for real. So I'm gonna go fierce. I grab his shirt and quickly press my lips against his. Yeah, yeah. No, I love you before you walk out this door. I really don't want him to leave, but he feels he must. I want one last kiss before the spell is broken and I start freaking out about the entire thing. Nell leans in closer and gently responds to my kiss by moving his lips in sync with mine. This time I'm the one who stops. Good night, Nell, I say. Nell gives me the tiniest nod and then finally leaves the store. I sink down on the floor with my back against the counter and I groan out loud in frustration. Hey, good. Hey, 16 was phenomenal, my nigga. Hey, good shit. Hey, good fucking shit, bro.